Welcome to VA Voices, a periodic news and information program for veterans, retirees, family members, as well as those serving in uniform and the general public. I am your host, Andre Bowser. I'm a Public Affairs Officer for VA Central Western Massachusetts Healthcare System, as well as a Public Affairs Officer in the U.S. Air Force Reserve. My guest today is Mr. Dennis Ramstein. He's an outreach lead for VA Central Western Massachusetts Healthcare System. Welcome, Mr. Ramstein.
Thank you for having me, Andre.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we have a lot to talk about. We want to educate the public about outreach efforts at the VA. But first off, can we talk a little bit about your background in the military as a veteran?
Well, my military background goes a little further back than I like to think about these days. Back to 1980, I joined the Air Force as an aircraft mechanic. Spent my first 5 years in Germany.
Oh, really?
Transferred back to
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Kleiner bisschen Deutsch.
Okay.
But transferred back to CONUS, cross-trained into an LGX field, logistics field, and that's how I finished out my career some years later.
Excellent. And just out of curiosity, does your background in logistics in the military help you in your outreach events, gathering large amounts of material and people and resources at these events? Do you find that you pull from that background?
Actually, I do. It's a big coordination effort to bring benefits and information to veterans into the community. So I basically take all the information that we have at the campus in Leeds out into the community and give it to the veterans at their place.
Absolutely. So speaking of these events, what's coming up in the near future and in the long term that we could maybe tout to the public and then also route them to our website for more details?
Sure. We've got a couple of things in June. Early June, we have the Worcester Bravehearts opening game.
Okay, go Bravehearts.
Yeah, that's right. Worcester is one of our primary markets for reaching veterans not yet enrolled in the VA healthcare system. Later in June, we'll also be in Pittsfield at the other end of our service area, where we'll do a Veterans Town Hall at the junior high school in that city.
And that's an opportunity for veterans to come out and to talk about issues that are on their mind, but also to learn about things happening at the VA. Is that how the Veteran Town Halls pan out?
Absolutely. It gives veterans a chance to speak with the leadership of our healthcare system, Mr. John Collins, who is our director, at each one of these town hall meetings, and family members of veterans and veterans themselves come learn about what's going on in the VA and maybe even enroll into the healthcare system.
And I hear there's something pretty interesting coming up in July as well.
July, we're having a second Agent Orange Town Hall. This is going to be in Worcester County, actually in Leominster at the Doubletree there. It's a follow-on Agent Orange Town Hall information gathering effort following on for Greenfield.
So there was a Greenfield Agent Orange Veterans Town Hall, and this is specifically for veterans of the Vietnam era who were exposed to Agent Orange, and I imagine it can expand to those who may have been exposed to other chemicals as well. But so the format, am I mistaken that the VSO in Worcester is leading this and we're supporting?
He is. We try to partner with a significant VSO in each one of the areas.
Veteran Service Office.
Yes, Veteran Service Officer, VSO. Right. In this case, it's the Leominster VSO, Mr. Rick Vatour, who's taking the lead on this.
Kudos to him.
Absolutely. We'll combine efforts with that VSO and develop this town hall. At the last town hall, we had up to 350 visitors.
Wow. So, and I know that some months ago we had a Worcester Town Hall, and almost 200 veterans came out to that. It's an opportunity for, like you said, for them to speak to VA leadership, but also to get enrolled in healthcare if they've never sought that healthcare. So, quick question for the veterans out there who want to know the details and want to know specific information. What are good places to send them for that information?
Well, you can come to a couple of different places. We have a Facebook page that's very active. It's VACWMHS, or you can come to the centralwesternmass.gov webpage.
Okay, and just to repeat that, and we'll make sure that we visually display that information. If you go to Facebook and you type in VACW Mass, you said, how about if you were to search VA Central Western Mass? Perhaps that would be a way to queue it up as well in Facebook. And then also there's the Central Western Massachusetts .gov, or is it centralwesternmass.gov?
If you put in centralwesternmass.gov, you will get to the website.
Okay, great. So we have it saved up in different ways. So by all means, please visit those social media platforms. Please visit the intranet site. The dates and the details about these upcoming events will be there. And I want to thank you, Mr. Ramstein, for coming and talking about your job as an outreach lead, as well as your history in the military.
I appreciate you having me, Andre.
Thank you for watching another episode of VA Voices.